Happy New Year. It is 2021. I am Jamie, the J in JLOVES, and this channel is supposed to be about sharing all of the things that I love, because if I love it, maybe you'll love it too. But to be honest, what ends up happening is I just don't share anything at all. And that's because I've never gotten started, because I have perfectionism issues, and it's really just when you have perfectionism issues, that's not even a word, but then you don't get started, because it's really actually a fear of being rejected, not being good enough, and all these other things on top of like self-limiting beliefs, blah 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 blah. That's not why we're here today. So here today is, every year I say, you know what, I'm just gonna force myself to post every single day for X amount of days so that I can get over, because if you put yourself on a time limit, like I'm gonna post every day, then you can't be perfectionist, you just gotta go, right? Like right now, I'm filming on like a really old like camera. I don't have like a fancy mic on. I didn't care about the lighting. I'm not caring about what I look like, blah blah blah, but I gotta make it easy on me. So because I truly just want to share, like the whole point of JLOVES is I want to share, because I love when people are happy and things. And so if something has made me happy, or if I'm trying to work on something that's gonna make me happy, or I think it might make me happy, then I want to share it, and I want to do it together. Right, Natalie? My daughter Natalie. How is living with me? So today is day one. It's January 1st, 2021, and one thing that I've always wanted to do is vision board and planning and blah blah blah. And I think that, you know, creative people can be all over the place, and that's certainly the case with me. You know, when it comes to like work and like clients and stuff, like I'm on it because that's my livelihood. But when it's like for me that I want to do, I want to share stuff with the world, I don't, like my brain is like all over the place and I can't get a grip. And so I usually become obsessed with trying to figure out, how do I take and just focus, right? So I'm gonna be trying to do that, and I want to do it with you guys, and I want to do it with Natalie as well. So let me show you what it looks like with somebody who buys a lot of planner type things. Okay, so here are all of planning types of journals. Yeah, so, and I'm gonna use a mix of Tony Robbins planners, the rapid planning method. Sorry, it's not focusing there. This one's the vision planner, but it's a whole set that he's got. They're kind of pricey, and they're not for the whole year. They just kind of get you started. But I think I love this. It's so, it seems so complicated. I mean, imagine 3 books and just like trying to wrap your head around it. And I mean, like the whole program is quite pricey if you buy it, and there's a whole audio thing, and it's taken years, and I think I'm starting to understand it. But the other one that I think that most people will absolutely love, and I totally recommend, is the Oola Planner. I love this planner. It's fantastic. I'm gonna link below. You can get the PDF and just print it, because I think they're sold out right now. But this has really, I know this looks complicated too, but it's not. They really make it super simple. So I think that Natalie and I used this last year, and I can tell you it helped change a lot of things for me. Now, of course, I went to a lot of Tony Robbins seminars, Date with Destiny, and all that stuff helped. But the planner in itself, I definitely believe in it. So definitely this is what we're gonna be using. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that even though I want to share a video you know, every day, but I'm scared to commit to that. Let's just see how it goes, okay? Let's just see how it goes. But let's do this together because Natalie and I have not done the vision board planning or the vision planning yet, and I think it would be fun to do it together. Now, the first step is when you're thinking about the new year and really your life, right? Because we really should have a plan or some time to think about our lives. And I know that sounds crazy, but for me, I'm 42, I'll be 43 this year, and I honestly don't remember being young or even as an adult and having someone be like, Jamie, sit down, spend some time, think about what you want out of your life for your life. Like, you always hear those things and you know, they're around, dream big, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, truly and honestly, like, it just seemed like something that was like, okay, whatever. But now that I've been doing a lot of self-growth and personal development, all these things, these last few years, like sort of hardcore, it really is true. We deserve to think about our best, wonderful lives. And you know, maybe other generations and other people do this with their kids all the time and they are where they are. But if you did not grow up with that, or you have been in a life that's so busy and hectic that you don't have the opportunity, or if you're a teenager, you know, and people try to tell you, I don't even know if they try to tell you. Do they try to tell you, Natalie? Like, what do you want out of your life? I think they're always like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to college? What do you want for a degree? And that's not the same thing as like dreaming of your dream life and what that feels like, what that looks like, getting excited about it, and then designing that. You know, so Tony Robbins, of course, all the self-development people, it's about designing your life. And how exciting does that sound, right? You know, whether you're 42 like me or you're a teenager, you know, we have the rest of our lives to design, and that's really fun and exciting. And as long as we can get to the place where we emotionally and mentally know that we can honestly truly get there, I think that's step one. So for some people, there might be some things that have happened and you might need to do some self-love and things of that nature to make sure that you honestly believe that that can happen. Because if you don't believe that that can happen, then there's really no point in the dream, right? Because you don't believe it. So you gotta believe it. I don't care what your circumstances, what it is, we can all be super happy and live an amazing life. So let's just get started. So Natalie's using this book. I am going to be using the Tony Robbins Rapid Planning Method Vision Planner because I have it. But really in the beginnings of these, it's the same thing that many books will tell you what to do. And the first one starts with your ultimate vision. And like literally, I'm going to read from here. It says, imagine there is no limits. What do you want to be, have, or create in your life overall? What does your ideal life look and feel like? So I can't remember who I got this from. Oh no, Sadhguru. Oh, I love Sadhguru. Okay, Sadhguru. And I think that there was like basically 3 layers of things, and when you're thinking about your dream life. And first step for doing that is to shake off and get excited, get in a good place, listen to music, get excited, jump up and down, like just do something that makes you know that you are that you can come from it from a creative, open-minded place. Like, let anything bad that's happened, anything that's in the past, any worries, like all that stuff, just no, just because we can own every moment. It's really about owning this moment now, and then owning the rest of it. So get so excited. And I mean, when you dream really big, like you gotta dream so big. You can't be like, oh, I just want a good job, and you know, I just don't want to be stressed over money anymore, and I just want to, you know, live a simple life. Like, it's okay if you want to live a simple life, but no, but make it so that you have no barriers on you. Like, literally, it is, you know, like Santa Claus is coming down, and I don't know, whatever type of Claus, whatever religion, it doesn't matter. But someone's come down and they are like, literally, we're gonna grant you everything you ever want. And don't hold back. Like, what does that life look like? And for some people that might be like, oh, I'm gonna conquer the world, I want 1 billion businesses or whatever. And then other people will be like, they want that simple life, and their simple life and their big dream is to live in a small, you know, cottage that's beautiful and quaint for their own, and that they just get to go out in nature every day. You know, that's dreaming really big too. That's my dream. But with technology, I don't live in a nice home but with lots of technology. Anyway, so you got to get into that excited feeling. And when you're thinking also of your ultimate vision for your life, you can start off with, first, how do you want to feel? Like, how do you want to be? What do you want to be? You know, so let's say you want to, like, I want to feel confident and light and airy, and I want to feel brave and bold and fun and joyful, and I want to inspire, blah blah blah. Like, you start there with like your feelings. Like, how do you want to feel? How do you, you know, what are the emotions that you want to evoke? Like, what do you, you know, what does that look like? Because if you think about it, really, we can control that now. I mean, even in the worst scenarios, we can control our minds. We can really control how we feel, to a lot of the degree. Now, I know that there's some situations that are very complicated and complex, and but still, just to keep this simple, in our minds we can think and feel how we want, no matter what's happening to us. And so you start there. Then the second layer is, okay, so now you know how you want to feel, how you want to be, you know, the kinds of emotions that you want to evoke. Now start thinking about, what does your daily life look like? Who are you hanging out with? What do you get to do in the morning? What do you get to do in the afternoon? Like, what are some of the places that you're visiting? What do you, you know, how do you contribute to the world? How do you work? Are you, you know, teaching people something? Are you filming YouTube videos? Are you teaching kids things? Are you working on cars? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are the different things in your life that you get to do? And what does those daily things look like? Like, are you in a relationship? Are you getting to cook dinner with somebody? Are you alone and you get to meditate? I mean, so basically you start going out into like your daily life. Then the third layer is, how do you want to see the world? What do you want the world to look like? You can start off with your community and then branch out from there and just keep getting bigger and bigger. So then you just layer that in. You know, the world feels great, they feel at peace, they feel like they trust each other, and we're all having a great time together, we're all supporting each other, we're figuring out the world's complex problems, and we're breaking them down into simple things, and there's no poverty, and there's no this and there's no that, because, you know, everybody's helping one another. So, you know, so those are basically the layers. So what you want to do is, when you do your vision, so basically if you just get like a piece of paper, or yeah, just a piece of paper or anything. This one's blank, but you can do it on lined paper, and get like a fresh notebook for this if you can, a 3 reminder, or just anything, or if, you know, even better if you find like a book that you really like, that is going to be like devoted to, you know, what we're gonna do here, at least in January, is that we're gonna walk through this together. It's my thoughts. And you just start off with the first one, which is ultimate vision. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get into a good state, you know, listen to music, etc., again, get into a good state, take a super deep cleansing breath, fill all of your body with like oxygen, and picture it in your mind. Start to feel the emotions that you're going to feel, that you want to feel. Get super excited. It's a very meditative type of thing. You know, get quiet for a while and get imaginative and get excited. I'm getting excited. I'm like starting to think about it. And then after you do that, just start writing. It doesn't have to be perfect sentences. It can be bullet points. It can be quick. It can be fast. This should not be a long exercise. This should not be like a 4-hour event. This should be, you know, really 5 minutes to 15 minutes max. Like, it shouldn't take too long. But just allow yourself to really dream and be happy and be excited. Go big. What is your most favorite, wonderful life look like? What does that ultimate vision for you look like? And again, start off with the feelings that you want to feel, how you want to be, and venture it out to your life. You know, what does your daily life look like? And then branch it out even further to the world. So that is all. Wow, once I start talking, I cannot stop. Natalie, is that true? So anyway, so let's do this. I'm gonna grab Natalie and I'm gonna do everything that we just said and see how it goes. Actually, maybe I won't end the video here. We'll go and do ours, and then Natalie and I will come back and we'll talk about how it felt or how it came out for us. And we're hoping that you follow along too, you know, if you want, because it's so much more fun together. And if you have any interest in doing it, you know, now or maybe later, then let's do it, and let's do it together. Yay! Okay, so we just finished writing down. Sorry for like awful lighting, but I'm not a perfectionist. It doesn't matter. It's the content that matters. And yeah, so we just sat down here on the couches and got into like a meditative pose, and for a second I played some music for a minute that reminded me of something exciting, turned the lights off, meditated, and started to think about like and feel everything that would be the best, you know, life vision. And then we started writing. So Natalie, I had a little thing earlier, but I think we're good now. And yeah, we hope that you do this too, because it's super fun. Actually, Natalie, you just talked about how you feel like if everybody got to do what they wanted in life, everybody can do everything that they want in life, which I always said too, is that nobody wants the same things. We all want different, a lot of us want a lot of different things, and so we all really can, and everyone would be so happy if we all got to that place. How did you put it?
Like, everybody wants so much different things that if everybody did what they want to do, then everything would be equal, so everybody could achieve their desires easier if everybody was where they wanted to be, versus a bunch of people doing one thing because they think it's what they should be doing, which makes it harder for the person who really wants to do it to be there. You know what I mean? Like, if one person wants to wash dishes, then why is the person who wants to be a chef taking their job? The person who wants the dishes wants that job, and you want to be a chef, but you're taking the person who wants to wash the dishes, you're taking their job. The person who's a chef wants to be a real estate agent. Person who wants to be a house owner is a real estate agent, and they're just taking each other's jobs. Versus if they just did what they want to do.
She usually has much better examples than this.
Why? It makes sense.
It does, but I'm just laughing. Oh, and apparently Missy's writing hers too. So, yeah, we do. What the world is missing a lot is helping each other, and you know, we can, if we helped each other a lot more, and especially the people who have the means to help.
At Jeff Bezos.
Then it's true. We could all, the world can have happiness. So I think that this is a great thing. I hope I actually post this, because to get the world to be like that, we all have to be happy individually. So if we can make our lives and our years, our days, you know, as joyful and as productive, productive in the sense of that we feel like we're doing what we're meant to do in like a happy, joyful, relaxed way, and we're happy, that's all it takes. It takes every single person, you know, being their most joyful, their most peace and loving to themselves. So yes, write your ultimate vision. No limits. What do you want? How do you feel? what is your daily life like? What does the world look like? And then we'll see you tomorrow when we do the ultimate purpose. So what gets you up in the morning, what keeps you going, what could if you were really excited about it. So the ultimate purpose is, what are the reasons why you want your life to be that way that you wrote your vision for? What will it give you, and how will it make you feel? So it basically starts to drive that in a little bit more in terms of, you know, finding out, well, why do you want that? And then you'll, you know, for a lot of people say, because, you know, the kids deserve it, I deserve it, the world deserves it, and you know what, you know, how will it make you feel if you get that ultimate life? And you'll be like, I'm so excited, I love it. And basically it ties it in to get you very, very emotional about your vision and all of that, because the more emotion that you bring to anything that you want, the more it will help drive. So alright, so day 1 video done. Let's see if I can edit this and post this out. Happy New Year, everyone. Let us know, did you do your drive, your ultimate vision? And if so, yeah, are you excited? Because we're excited. Yay! Bye. Yes, here, you want to?
Lighting not good for you. Look up. Looks good. Missy says bye.
Bye.
Turn it sideways. Editor's nightmare.
There you go. Bye.